How old was I when I started Sesame Street? I was 21, 22.
How to get to Sesame Street.
And it was the civil rights movement was at its fervor, and the idealistic show was going to close the education gap. It was geared towards inner city kids in the hopes that they would learn basic cognitive skills.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then they would start school on an even level with their middle class peers. And we were going to save the world, and we were going to eradicate racism. And that was the spirit of the show in that time.
It's not that easy being green, having to spend each day the color of the leaves.
My name is Sonia Manzano, and I play Maria on Sesame Street.
What happens next in the story, Maria?
Yeah. Let's read. Okay.
Let's see. I have been Maria since 1972, a very, very long time. I never thought that the show would last as long as it has lasted. I always remember and like to think about the first time I saw the show in 1969, and I saw the zany animation, and then I saw Susan and Gordon on this inner city set, and I was so shocked because I had never seen people of color on television, and that was like, whoa, this show is really in your face and outrageous.
I'll read it. Mi querida Rosita. That's me. Ahorita mismo estaba mirando una
Well,
foto
being one of the first Hispanics on television is sort of I suppose it's a responsibility. I never really thought it was going to be a responsibility, but I kind of embraced it when it was handed to me. I'm Puerto Rican, born in New York, watched a lot of television in the 50s, never saw anybody who looked like me on television, and thereby began to feel invisible.
Each time we meet at work or the street, we always say hello. But you say hola, and I say hola. It's a word that we both know.
If you're not reflected in society, you feel invisible, and I wondered, how was I going to contribute to a society that didn't see me?
Hola, 'cause hola means hello.
Sesame Street sort of does that for kids. Everybody's reflected on the show. When children watch the show, they might not be overtly thinking about, oh, I'm learning to eradicate racism. Of course not. But Sesame Street knows that if you show certain images, you're sending subliminal messages. And if you show this community that is getting along, you are sending a very strong message. And those little children will get that message.
We are all earthlings. We are all earthlings.
I got married on the show, I got pregnant on the show, had a family on the show. There were more human stories, and I think now there's more Muppet stories. When we started in '69, we presented this idealistic world.
And look up. That's it. Doesn't that make you feel better?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Cookie.
My happiness is looking up.
Now we are helping kids live in the world that exists.
Well, emotions, John. I heard about all these new emotions.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they are.
Well, maybe I can help you.
You can help with emotions?
Yeah.
You know about emotions?
I know a lot about emotions.
I think that's a big difference. I think kids have more to deal with now than the creators could ever have imagined.